And we welcome you to the Raleigh County Convention Center here in Beckley, West Virginia. This afternoon, Video Productions presents exciting NAIA college basketball. It's Brescia, Kentucky, taking on the WVU Golden Tech Bears. Hello again, everybody. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. And Eric, we think we're in for a great game because it is two teams that on paper they look to be very comparable, very even, as Brescia comes in at 6-16 and the Golden Bears and Tech are 9-14. Each team, though, identical records in the conference, 6-7.
And that's what it's all about right now, Maris, is you're playing for those top four spots as you've touched on in previous broadcasts. So this is going to be a big-time battle this afternoon.
And, you know, these teams only play once because they're on opposite sides of the conference. There's the East Division, West Division, Tech's in the East Division, and Brescia in the West Division, and this is the only meeting. So they're both 6-7. And I had a chance to speak to both coaching staffs. And first of all, on the flip side, for the Travelers, they are from Owensboro, Kentucky. And Eric, it was a haul. It's really is almost as a little bit closer to Indiana. They said they had to pass by Louisville and Lexington to get here. They're 7.5 hours away, but fact they're 6-7. They're 3-8 on the road, and the one thing they will be playing without their leading scorer, as he's no longer a member of the team, and that is Jonte Jenkins. He came in averaging 21 a game, and obviously anytime you lose your leading scorer, that's a big loss.
Yeah, that is. Anytime you take 21 points out of the lineup, you got to replace that somehow. So we'll see how Coach Matt Karn deals with that, probably by using a lot of players today.
And here's another thing, too, in talking with Coach Karn and assistants, he's like in the kind of same situation that Corey Eggert is for Tech, just kind of, I guess I wouldn't, maybe just fell into the job. Maybe that's the right way to say it. You know, was an assistant, head coach leaves, and boom, you become the head coach, kind of like what happened with Corey Eggert on the Tech side.
Yeah, and you know what? And that doesn't matter how you got the job. It's what you do when you get the job. And I'm sure the administrations on both sides will understand tough circumstances, but you know, as with Corey Eggert, I think he's done a well of a job as far as losing a lot of key players, a lot of turnover, and keeping the group together. And they're playing hard. They're playing well.
You know, as you're talking, Eric, I'm looking on paper. I mean, this matchup is even maybe more closer than some of our audience knows. As I'm looking, you look at Brescia. They have 3 players averaging double figures. Tech has 3 players averaging in double figures. Like I said, they both have identical conference records. Brescia is 6-16. Tech is 9-14. Tech is 5-3 at home. That does include a game at their home gym across town, but they're 5-3, and Brescia, Kentucky, they're 3-8 on the road. So, like I said, I think we're going to be in for a very competitive, exciting game this afternoon.
Yeah, and the thing is, not only do the records kind of mirror one another, but the size. It looks like across the board. I mean, this is going to be a fun contest.
Well, we're going to take our first pregame break, and we're about 6 or 7 minutes away from tipping this one off, and we'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Stores. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store. Fuel your adventure. West Virginia.
This new year, give your home a fresh start with a brand new view from Window World at Beckley.
At Window World, we believe all homes deserve comfort, energy savings, and style all year long.
With our energy-efficient windows and doors, Window World has you covered.
Give your home the view it deserves this year with new windows and doors from Window World at Beckley. New year, new view with energy-efficient windows from Window World at Beckley.
Call today, 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD.
For your free in-home estimate.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, It's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
This afternoon's game is brought to you by Exit Elevation Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell your house, you can check out Luca Richmond, the broker, Steve Morgan, the associate broker. You can check them out on the website at exitelevationwv.com. Also, the game this afternoon is brought to you in part by Edward Jones Financial Advisors. Whether you're retiring or changing jobs, you want to know all the options, and the fine folks at Edward Jones can help, walk you through all your financial goals to see what's best fits for you, whether it's Heather Cantley, Tracy Houck, Brooke Dempsey, or Ben Worley. Also, the game brought to you by Hart's Cabinets, been around since 1974, located in MacArthur, West Virginia, and they have quality custom cabinets, and they're a proud sponsor of all the local sports, whether it be high school or the college game here this afternoon. You can dial them up at 304-252-2917. And brought to you by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. They have a 24-lane bowling center with a full-service restaurant. You can bring your family, join the league, book your next birthday party at Leisure Lanes. Dial them up, 304-253-7328. Well, Eric, Tech has 3 more games remaining counting here this afternoon. The game they have here against the Bearcats, and then on Tuesday, Tech will be at home to take on Midway University from Kentucky, and then next Saturday they'll wind up the regular season taking on Indiana University East, and that game is scheduled for 5 o'clock. I know it says on most of, if not all the schedules, 5:30, but the game will tip at 5 o'clock, and it'll also be free admission, as it'll be next Saturday. It's the women's game will tip off at 3. The men's will tip off at 5. Both games can be seen here on Video Productions, and it is the final game of the regular season, and it's like a homecoming and should be a lot of fun. But in talking to Tech coach Corey Akard, Tech's pathway to the postseason, where they take the top 4 on each side, and as I mentioned, Tech is in the East Division. The Bearcats are in the West Division, and this is the only meeting, and 1 plays 4 from the opposite side, and 2 and 3, etc. Tech's like the scenario to get them in. Obviously, if they win this afternoon and the remaining 2 games, they win 3, they're in. They go 2 and 1, they're in. And if they go 1 and 2, they could probably give it a little help. But he said if they lose the last 3 games, they're definitely out.
Yeah, so it's pretty simple. Win.
That's right. And that's exactly what I told him. And I said, don't worry about Tuesday or Saturday, something, and have them win today.
It's kind of like something we sit around and they give all these scenarios, right, for the NFL.
Right.
For
just win.
How you can get in. You know how you get in?
Win. And same say on the flip side, when you look at, the Bearcats here, they're thinking the same thing. Hey, we just got to get the W. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back, get you the starting lineups, get the ball in the air, and get this game going between 6 and 16, Brescia, Kentucky, and the Golden Bears of WU Tech here on Video Productions.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance, we've got your back office.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life,
we got you.
Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
The brand new view from Window World of Beckley.
At Window World, we believe all homes deserve comfort, energy savings, and style all year long.
With our energy-efficient windows and doors, Window World has you covered.
Give your home the view it deserves this year with new windows and doors from Window World of Beckley. New year, new view with energy-efficient windows from Window World of Beckley.
Call today, 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD.
For your free in-home.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center here in Beckley. It is Brescia, Kentucky. They are 6-16 against the W Golden Bear Tech, 9-14 for the starting lineups. For the Bearcats, here's Eric.
They'll go with Jordan Cook, comes in averaging 12 points for the Bearcats. Carry-on Mathis. They'll go with Lincoln Lockhart, who's now the team's leading scorer since Duante Jenkins is no longer on the squad. He comes in at 16 points a night. Braden Waller and Izzy Mamadou, the third double-figure scorer, coming in at 13 points a game.
Of course, they'll be wearing the royal blue trimmed in gold, and now they turned the lights off right as I was getting ready to read the Tech lineup. They do that to you every time. Yeah, they do it to me every time. And, Eric, thank you for helping me out with the light on your phone. Of course, Brandon Moore, Tech's leading scorer at 17 a game in the starting lineup. Trayton Woods, who averages 11, and Eric, he's shooting a conference high 45% from three-point range. And obviously, when at this late in the season, you got your legs, you can still continue to knock down the three ball.
That's right. Well, the last game we did, he knocked down 8.
Yes. Carrying Woods in the starting lineup, so 2 Woods. And then it'll be Ian Goins at 15 a game. And then Jason Tackett right on the cusp of double figures. He's at 9 a game. So we are ready. It's the Golden Bears of Tech, 9-14 against the Bearcats of Brescia, and they are 6-16. So sit back and enjoy. Open you a nice blue can of Pepsi, or if your taste is Diet Pepsi, the silver can, or Pepsi Zero, the black can, enjoy what we think is going to be an exciting NAIA college men's basketball game this afternoon.
Yeah, and you know what? The thing I've noticed even since the last game, Coach Corey Akert for Tech's not scared to shake up that lineup. And I think the guy that's really been giving him a boost, and let's see how he reacts this afternoon, is Roman Kellum. I think is getting better each contest, and he's been able to come in and really add depth and some scoring and some defense on the inside.
And, and speaking of Roman Kellum, and you're right, as the opening tip of the ball game is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. And State Farm, Scotty Brown is the local agent. You can dial him up at 681-238-6130. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we will have another tip because I think that was referee error. Well, we won't let them know.
Yeah, Mamadou in the center circle, and I think he might have got away with it. Or
they're going to redo it.
Because I was going to say that didn't look like a clean tip either.
Because it's tough. It's tough. Just get in there and toss it up, man.
Yeah, Woods and Mamadou, they're both smiling, just throw it up. And that time, Tech will control the tip. I don't think Mamadou even jumped that time. He said, to heck with it, right?
Yeah.
But, you were talking about Kellum. He has really been phenomenal coming off the bench, and most players would want to start, but we always talk about it as never who starts the game, right?
Yeah, he gave big minutes in that last game as
Tackett with a hard to drive, and he'll draw the foul as he gets hit to the ground, and Tackett will get up to the free throw line, and he will shoot 2.
Carry-on Mathis will pick up his first, and that will be the team's first.
Yeah, there's the instant replay right there. Clearly a foul.
Yeah.
Tackett played at 2 different high schools in his high school career here in West Virginia. He played Logan at Mann, Logan 1 year, and then finished up at Mann. He was on that state championship team at Mann here a few years back.
When we did the local high school game, when we talked about it, they had a real good team and a fundamental kid.
Yeah, he misses the first, makes the second one, so Tech breaks the seal on the scoring by Tackett's free throw. Then also, remember, we did Tech and Alice Lloyd last year. He played for Alice Lloyd last year and then transfers into Tech. So here are the Bearcats' first crack at it on the offensive end of the floor. They get the ball down low, and we got an offensive foul.
So 2 fouls, one on the defensive side and one on the offensive side, and I think that will be on Mamadou. That'll be his first.
Actually, they're going to say, no, that's on Lockhart. So Lockhart gets whistled for his first, team second. Even though the scoreboard they have no team fouls, they got 2 team fouls. As there's a 3 in, and like I talked about on top, 45% from downtown is Taron Woods, and he dials it up and knocks it down.
And shooting with confidence.
The big fella Mamadou will step out behind the three-point line and put up a 3, and Woods clears the rebound. And quickly, Eric, we're not even a minute in, or just past a minute, and there's already 3 quick fouls on the Bearcats.
And they've all been 2 out of the 3 were obvious. That's Carry-On Mathis, and that'll give him a quick exit from this basketball game. And what we talked about at the top of the broadcast is the depth. You're going to have to see whose bench really gives them a lift.
Yeah, so Carry-On Tinson will check in for the Bearcats as they apply full-court pressure. Tech's able to break it. Here's Woods on the drive, tacks the rim. He left it short, and maybe Mamadou might have changed that a little bit. Back the other way is a slam dunk. What a play by Lockhart, coming in at 16 a game, and he threw that one down.
And that'll get the offense going right there, turn the defense into offense.
Goins lost the ball momentarily, picks it back up and scores in the lane.
Got deep and with a good finish.
Yeah, he was able to gather himself after he lost possession into the lane and score.
A lot of people wanted that to be a walk, but they don't call that anymore. He was bobbling the basketball, never had control.
There's a 3, is rattled in, is good, and that might get a technical. Yeah, you can't do that. That 3 ball was knocked down by
Ryan.
By Carry-On Tinson, and he turned around and he said something to the Tech bench and showed the 3-ball sign as we watched the replay. So count the 3, and then Eric, by a technical foul, that also goes as a team foul. And so that should be 4 team fouls. They only have 1 up on the board, but that should be 4 team fouls. As Terry and Woods will get to the line and shoot 2 free throws, and then Tech will have possession of the ball. And the first free throw is good.
And Trayton Woods is able to knock that down. Shooting the ball with confidence, and that's a lot of it. That's 5 quick points for him. And the best variety is the ones going to the free throw line.
Yeah.
Not being guarded. So big turn of events here early, because I think Brescia really needs to calm the emotions down. They picked up 3 early fouls and a technical foul.
Yeah.
And down early.
Trayton Woods, he's shooting 45% from downtown. A layup ought to be like a free throw ought to be like a layup for him, right? As the ball's deflected out of bounds. And 2 minutes into the game. And, like I said, they've got 1 team foul, but they should have 4 team fouls.
They have it on the wrong side.
They have it on the wrong side, yeah. Now, as soon as you said that, I think they're going to adjust that.
Yeah, they have it on the wrong side.
Because I was going to say, now they got it corrected. See, we got to keep them straight over there, don't we? We got it right on this side of the floor. They got to get it right on that side of the floor. Tackett catches it down low. He should have shot that, and he throws it away.
And we see that more and more. The cutter was coming, but I think Woods was coming to be a weak side rebounder.
Yeah. So here are the Bearcats with it. And, Eric, the uniform they have kind of resembles what the Cincinnati Bearcats, so maybe it's a Bearcat thing, is there's a 3 dialed up, and there's an issue with the backboard as the light came up as that 3 ball was knocked down by Lockhart. So he's got a slam dunk and now a 3 to tie the game, and now we've got an issue with the backboard because as he let that go, the backboard lit up. I guess you usually say shoot the lights out. He shut the lights on, right? And they're going to have to fix that as the shot clock went out on this end. And I guess they got it adjusted now. That's the right time, 17:29 for the half, even at 8. So we've had a little bit of everything here for the first 2.5 minutes.
I don't know, but it just seems like I like it. It seems like this game is chippy.
Yes.
Like 3 minutes in, it seems like they want to jaw with one another, and I like that.
Well, like I said, both teams are 6 and 7 in league play. They're very even on paper. Ball's deflected, and Tackett able to come down with it. Trayon Woods will dial it up for 3 and knock it down.
Trayton Woods from deep. He's shooting, what'd you say,
45% from downtown, and
that'll
he
get that average up.
So here are the Bearcats on the drive. Cook into the lane. Here's Waller with it now. Back out. Lockhart dials up a 3. Just a little short as it just hits the front of the rim, and here's Goings with it.
And this is where Goins is kind of a matchup problem because he's like a forward, but he can drive. Took a lot of contact there. No call.
Yeah. See, high school, that's definitely a foul. Chapman's into the game as Lockhart can't finish, and Chapman with the rebound.
Hey, Lockhart has some spring in those legs, but not able to finish the easy layup.
So Chapman running the offense now.
And what I was going to say by Goins, if you put a guard on him, he's really going to take you down as Tackett is able to tack on 2 more.
Great finish by Tackett in a mini 5-0 Tech run. And now they got the problem with the backboard lit up again. As there's a drive. I don't know if they're going to stop it. A wild shot off the glass. Said heck with that. Is Morris able to score?
Dominique Morris with the scoop and score.
But, Eric, as Tackett misses, that could be a distraction, you would think, because it's got red and blue in it, and it's about 3/4 of the way lit up as there's a foul. And then they're going to have to fix the backboard for the game, I would think, and continue.
And that's going to be on Cole Chapman, whistled on Cole Chapman. The team's first and his first, and that'll be of the shooting variety.
Because I'm sure you would agree there's no way that should happen, and now they've had to unplug something, the shot clock off.
Yeah.
And they've had issues
with this particular side
on
of
this,
the shot clock.
Right, on the shot clock and this backboard, not just this season but last year as well. Not as much this year as they had last year. So it's a 13-10 Tech lead, 15:59 for the first half. And Cook, who's averaging 12 points a game, Jordan Cook will be at the free throw line, and he'll get a pair. And the first free throw is good. So Kellum will check into the ball game for Tech. Roman Kellum, freshman from South Charleston, West Virginia. And also Liam Craven will get his first action of the afternoon. He's into the Tech lineup as well as both free throws are made. So Cook got them both, and it's a 1-point Tech lead. Now looks like the Bearcats going to get back in a zone, Eric.
Yeah, and I think this is a good decision, based on the foul situation. 4 fouls at the 15-minute mark. That man-to-man defense is not working for you.
And now as soon as you say 4 fouls, make it 5. They get whistled for a foul. They got the ball to Roman Kellum in the lane, and there'll be a foul. And that'll be a common foul.
And that was going to be on Lockhart. And if it is.
It is, it looks like.
So now they're saying that's his first.
I'm not sure the scoreboard's right. They've had some issues as Craven dives up a 3 and he hits. Liam Craven able to hit from downtown. Well, that's nice. He's really as good a shooter as he's been. He's had a difficult time putting the ball in the basket. To see his first shot go down should give him a lot of confidence throughout the afternoon. As Goings with the steal. Goings attacks the basket. A lot of contact, no whistle, but he is able to finish and Tech out to a 6-point lead. That was a nice play by Goings, very under control.
And I love the way Goings, he really attacks in the open court.
Here's Waller, the southpaw dials up a 3. It's short, and Kellum will clear the rebound.
Kellum making contributions on it, and Goings on the other end.
Goings with a finish.
Get it out.
Timeout.
Get it out and get it going.
Biggest lead of this first half is right here at 8, 20-12, 14:52 for half number 1. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here and let you know that the game this afternoon is brought to you in part by United Coal. Infinity Coal division is located in Sophia, West Virginia, and they take pride in producing coal that fuels the progress around the world. From the heart of coal country, United Coal delivers the resources that strengthen industries and communities. Also, the game here this afternoon brought to you by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. Every time I do this, Eric, I get hungry. Pasquale's has all your favorite Italian dishes, plus sandwiches, salads, and seafood. And you can book your next birthday party or any event you want to book for that matter at Pasquale's, 304-255-5253. And you got to have an ice cold Pepsi to wash all that Italian food down, as Pepsi of Southern West Virginia, a proud sponsor of our broadcast this afternoon. And you can enjoy a nice ice-cold Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, or Pepsi Zero. And also the game brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. If you have any plumbing or heating issues, easy number to remember, 304-253-HELP for Modley's. Well, as Eric, 14:52 remaining in the first half. Tech with its biggest lead of the first half by 8 at 20-12.
And, Tech is doing it, running good, consistent offense, but defense turning into offense and transition So they're getting out and getting the shots that they need, and they're making open looks behind the three-point line. So right now, early on, everything's clicking for Tech.
Yeah.
And if you're the Bearcats, though, you got to get something turned around. You have 5 fouls, Maris, at the 14:52 mark, and that's going to be tough to overcome in this first half if you send Tech to the free throw line.
Yeah, I think you're right, and that's what I was thinking. The Bearcats with 5 team fouls, the Golden Bears only one is right down the lane. A little short shot is up by Cook, and it grazes the front of the rim. The ball is out of bounds, and it will stay on this end with the Bearcats. They'll have 20 to shoot. So Cook to put it in play. Lockhart will dial it up from 3. It won't go. Offensive rebound is good. The tip is in. New player into the ball game, and that's Highball. And he was able to highball that and tip it right in. Braxton Highball with the tip.
And both teams able to get immediate contributions from the bench.
Tech had a 7-0 run until that putback as they get the ball down to Chapman. Liam Craven, and he knocks it down. So, like I said, Eric, he knocked down his first 3, and now he knocks down his second 3, and he's 2 for 2 from downtown, and a 9-point advantage at the 14-minute mark, the biggest lead of this first half for Tech.
And he's doing what shooters do, right? You gotta keep shooting it.
That time, Highball misses a 3, but they're able to keep the possession. Cook will put it up. It doesn't go, and that will be a foul, and that's team foul number 6. So now, Eric, every foul remainder of the half will get Tech to the free throw line.
And that was on Xavi Tirado, and that will be his first. And as you stated, just the fouls mounting up, and that's not a recipe for winning, especially on the road.
That's for sure. And maybe another reason why they're back in that zone, maybe try to protect some of their players and, not getting in so much foul trouble. Goins will dial it up from 3. Back iron, no good. Another new player into the ball game. Well, I guess he was the one in there before, Tirado. Is he able to make that rebound and get the ball down to Mamadou? And that's going to be a blocking foul on Tech. And the foul will go against Roman Kellum.
Yeah, Kellum, just a little too much lower body. He was there, just got into him with the hip, and that'll be the second team foul. So the Bearcats will take it out on the baseline.
Yeah, and that'll be the first foul on Kellum, new player in the ball game for Tech. And that'll be Graham Orfendorf will check in. Both teams, Eric, so far, not even halfway through this first half, really using their bench. Tough little shot in the lane with the left hand is good. That shot knocked in by Tirado. And what we got a whistle back on the other end. I'm not sure what we got here.
Another foul on Kellum, it looks like, and that'll get him out of the game as he picks up back
if it's a foul on Kellum, then Tech's got possession of the ball. So it couldn't have been a foul. Maybe he's got blood or something on his uniform. I bet that's what it is because he's going off the floor. I bet he's got blood on his uniform. Orfendorf for 3. That's too strong. The Bearcats come out of there with it. And new player in the game, Alex Evans, who got that rebound. So like I said, both teams are really dipping into their bench here in this first half. Cook around the screen. 15 to shoot. Nice hard drive to the basket, a lot of contact, and that's clearly going to be a foul, and I like that take by a Highball. Once he turned the corner, Eric, he had that hard dribble and took the ball hard to the basket to draw the foul.
And caught Jackson Tackett. He was indecisive. He didn't know whether to stay in and take the charge or just try to use his verticality, and he made a poor decision because he was whistled for a foul.
Yeah, and the fouls will start to even out, which they have as the first free throw is good. So Braxton Highball knocks down the first one. So Tech now with 5 team fouls. The Bearcats have 8 team fouls. Second free throw is no good, 1 of 2, and Chapman runs down the loose missed free throw. The loose ball, rather. Goins, good ball work. The ball's deflected out of bounds. But I thought maybe they overpassed it a little bit.
Yeah, I think Goins was going good, better, best, and bounce pass sneaks through there for an open look. Right there for Orndorff, who can shoot it as well.
So 19 on the shot clock as Tech will inbound. Here's Chapman with it. Goins Chapman into the lane, and Chapman knocks it down.
Nice cut by Cole Chapman getting 2, and a nice assist from Goins.
Here's Cook. Looks like he's calling for a screen. Chapman's on him. Trying to go around the screen. Good Tech defense. And there's a turnover. Ball's loose. Goins picks up the loose ball. Give and go. Goins, nice pass. Chapman, got to call that, you would think. That was a lot of contact on that, Eric. And I know these officials let him play, but I thought that time on the shot there should have been a whistle.
Yeah, it looks like the defender, initiated the contact without being vertical.
As Highball leans in and able to score. Nice play. Highball's really helped him out since coming off the bench.
Yeah, he's got 5 quick ones off the bench.
Here comes a trap. And go into the corner. And one thing, this Bearcat defense has been very aggressive. Liam Craven trying to go 3 for 3. Doesn't, but the rebound is ran down by Tackett. 15 to shoot for Tech. Chapman cut him off, down low to Tackett. Tackett trying to finish. Can't. Kind of a wild-looking shot there. And here's Evans with it. Into the corner for 3 is good. The 3 ball by Lockhart, and Tech wants a timeout as just like that, the Bearcats come racing back and they cut the lead to 3. 11:15 for the half, 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here and let you know that the game here this afternoon brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. And I had lunch there at Cracker Barrel the other day, and I'll tell you what, they'll take great care of you as they have curbside food, catering, delivery, whatever you need. And for more information, you can go to crackerbarrel.com. Well, Eric, so far, this is exactly what you and I thought was going to be, and it's been very tight. Even though Tech has led by as many as 9, the lead only 3 now. Yeah, and they've done it by Brescia switching up defenses, Maris. And I think that the half-court trap has been real effective, and they've been, Tech wants to play with tempo, but I think in the half-court set that's really getting them out of rhythm. Brescia getting the offense for Tech out of rhythm with the trap. So what do we got? They bring the ball in, and the referee stopped it. Maybe they had a clock issue, and we've had that pretty much this first half. I'm not sure. Whatever. Well, there's 3 seconds off the shot clock, and that's right. It was 11:14 of the timeout. So they're trying to get the shot clock in sync with the game clock. And Moore checks back into the Tech lineup. They try to beat the pressure. They get the ball down low, back out. Moore thought about the 3. 14 to shoot. Tackett, he says, I don't need 14. I got an open look, but he can't knock it down. Wow, that was right there, right? Yep. And Mathis back into the game as he clears the rebound. And this is where Mathis, though, Carry-On Mathis has to play, I think, foul-free for the next 10 minutes. Yep, because we're getting ready to come up. Well, we're about 30 seconds away from coming up on the halfway point of the first half, as that's an air ball put up by Cook and go over to Tech. So the Bearcats will apply the full court pressure. And, I guess obviously you're wanting to make them really work to get the ball up, but you're also trying to maybe get them deep in the shot clock by extending the pressure. Yeah, and that's what happens, which in turn, Maris, it creates a lot of pressure on the offense to get into their set. They're keeping them from, I think fairly easy early on. They were running and getting anything they wanted offensively. And Tech now were able to keep possession of the ball, but only 11 to shoot. And you're right. So, 11's time, but you make 1 or 2 passes, but then you're going to have to get a shot up, right? That's right. I mean, it's deep in the shot clock. Too deep for me. Yeah. Yeah, if you and I are playing, the 30-second clock would never get down under 20, would it? Here's Chapman around the screen, 6 to shoot. You have to do something. Trey and Woods, that's an illegal screen. So Woods caught it. There's 2 Woods on the floor. That's Trey and Woods that put up the 3, but the foul is going to be on Jacarian Woods. And now Tech has 5 team fouls and 17 fouls, like I said. So the fouls are starting to kind of, even themselves out. Yeah, they usually do. They usually even out. We're at the halfway point of this first half, which has been very exciting and entertaining. Glad you're with us on Video Productions. Maris Live with Eric Thomas. And there's Mathis. He stripped, and the pass comes right over here to us. And it's a turnover. I think that Mathis heard you say they go shoot the clock. They go shoot it.
He was going to see if I was going to shoot
If he was going to shoot it. Well, that gets us to immediate timeout with 9:50 remaining here in half number one, and it's a 3-point Tech lead. We'll be right back on Video Productions.
Access Health, many of our physicians begin their journey here. They trained with us, grew with us, and chose to stay. Because Access Health isn't just where their careers began, it's where they found home. Here, caring means more than medicine. It's knowing your patients and being part of their lives. They've grown with Access Health and with the community that welcomed them. What sets Access Health apart isn't just the care we give, it's the people who grow with us and the community we call home. Access Health. When the need grows, so do we.
With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, 9:50 remaining in the first half, and it's a battle between the Golden Bears and the Bearcats. The Golden Bears of Tech and the Bearcats of Brescia, Kentucky. And Eric, tight game, 25-22, and the shooting stats up to now will bear that out.
Yeah, Tech is 9 of 17 from the floor, 4 of 8 from three-point line, and 8 of 16 for Brescia, and 3 of 9 from three-point line.
And each team is 3 or 4 from the foul line. So, like I said, it's about as even as it can be. And here's a steal. Nice play. Great head and shoulder fake off the glass up and in. What a beautiful play that was by Highball. That was tremendous, Eric. Steal and then the head and shoulder fake and able to score and cut the lead to 1. Here's a turnover.
That's back-to-back turnovers as
now
Brescia turns it right back over.
And he get the ball to tack it. Down low. Nice head and shoulder fake by Moore on the other end. He said
Moore's
back at you.
Back at you. Nice ball fake. And
yes, and
Moore's
a nice
able
finish.
to get his 4th point. Much needed bucket right there because Tech had gone into a drought. And there's the scoreboard issue again, Maris. Look at the top of the scoreboard.
Yeah, and it's only on this one end, and there's a 3-ball it's put up, and that 3-ball that time put up by Lockhart, it won't go. The ball's loose, and running down the rebound is Morris.
High ball,
and it's a little short. It looks like they're going to play through this little issue with half of the backboard lit up in red. And to me, that would be very distracting. People talk about, especially high school teams or on the Division I level, when you go play in domes from your regular arena, they talk about the distance, stuff behind the basket. But to me, as Wood's able to score, I think this is a bigger distraction having the backboard lit up than playing like in these bigger arenas or bigger domes.
And big first half for Trayton Woods. That's 10 points.
There's the ball stripped. Ball's free. Chapman able to pick it up. Good Tech defense. Chapman on the move. Chapman all the way to the basket. Lays it up and in.
And nice finish by Chapman. Under control. Good spacing from Tackett. And they were able to finish with the layup.
Biggest lead's been 9. The lead here at 7 now. As we get ready to go under 8 minutes for the first half. 12 to shoot. High ball trying to get free. Head and shoulder fake. Nice ball fake. He's probably going to have to shoot it. Nice bounce pass to Evans. A lot of contact, and Evans able to score on the baseline. So Alex Evans has his first 2 points of the contest.
A good half-court set right there from Brescia.
20 to shoot for Tech. Tackett has it, head of the lane. They throw the ball way out high as Moore has to run it down. 13 to shoot. Carrying Woods off the drive, throws the ball into the corner, and now 7 to shoot. And now I think the officials are going to stop it and try to see what they can to adjust it because we've had issues. They didn't have it. I got here at the end of the first quarter of the women's game, Eric, and I don't know if they had it obviously in the first quarter because I said I wasn't here, but from the second quarter on, they did not have issues on this end of the floor with this goal or this shot clock, but they've had them here ever since this game started. And apparently they're going to play through it. But I would think that is a huge disadvantage. That's just me. I think that's a big distraction. Would you think about that?
I mean, you're going to see it, especially now if it's flashing. Oh, they unplugged it.
Well, unplug it to plug it back in. Like I said, I don't know why we've had more of an issue. We've had an issue at times, but much more of an issue here this afternoon.
Something with the short. It's got to be a short somewhere.
All right, so 7 to shoot for Tech. 7:21 left in the half. They got to go quick. Chapman now attack it. They're going to have to put it up more. He shoots just in time, and he couldn't get it to go, but they had to shoot it. And Mathis able to clear the rebound for the Bearcats.
And I think that stoppage right there, Maris, broke the rhythm of the offensive set.
Here's Cook.
Well, a lot of contact in these high ball screens.
Yeah.
If you're a high school player, you need to watch what doesn't get called in college basketball.
They're going to have to get a shot up 6, a little wild-looking hook shot, but it goes down. Morris. What a nice drive by Morris. He just kind of flipped it up over his head, knocked the shot down, and the Bearcats back within 3. Chapman thought about the 3. Tack it. He'll dial it up from downtown and hit.
Man, shot that. Looked good. Good release, and big 3 knocked down by Tackett.
So here's Morris with it. This ball to Cook. Trying to go in the post, and they do to Mathis. Got single coverage. Now comes the double team. They spin him to the baseline, which is a nice play. A lot of contact in the lane, and that'll be a foul on Tackett.
Yeah, and Tackett thinks that he's vertical, but he's impeding the drive. That was definitely that's a foul.
Yep. It didn't. The officials were right on it. Didn't need us for us
but they
to say
didn't
it.
Need me to tell them.
Right. We didn't have to tell them. All right. So at the free throw line, it'll be Xavier Tirado.
Yeah, Xavi Tirado didn't look real comfortable shooting that free throw right there. Yeah. He has 2 points on the day, but I think that's going to be key to this game too. As you said, both teams coming out of the media break were 3 of 4 from the free throw line.
So 1 of 2 free throws made as Roman Kellum checks back in for Tech. Also Liam Craven, who has knocked down 2 3 balls. He's back on the floor for Tech as well. Here's Moore with it. Moore on a drive right down the lane. Great aggressive drive. He just missed the shot. I liked everything but that play, but of course
shot it short.
You just want him to finish. But that was a tremendous drive.
It was, and Roman Kellum right off the bench almost corralling the offensive rebound, and that's one thing that I think that he is A+ at, hitting the glass.
Tech has never has never trailed, I beg your pardon. They've led the whole way. They scored the first point on a free throw by Tackett. Like I said, they've led by as many as 9, and the lead 5 now. As here comes Morris with it. Now Waller has it. Down into paint. They go, little short shot, no good. But Mathis cleans it up, or does he? Nope. He had it, and the ball wouldn't stay down. And Mathis like, how did that not stay in? The ball's knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Bearcats.
And I think ever since Kerryon Mathis picked up those early 2, he's been kind of out of sorts here in the first half.
Yeah.
Because that was an easy finish and just not able to get it to go.
Yeah. 20 to shoot. Morris with it now. Backs it back out. 5.5 remaining first half. Nice shimmy shake. Got free to put up the shot. The tip, and I think Liam Craven actually tipped that in.
Yeah, but they'll credit Kerryon Mathis with the score.
Well, and here's a steal. All the way to the basket. Little scoop shot with the left hand won't go. Battle for the rebound. Still battling. Nice hustle. And a 3 in the corner won't go.
Glass work, offensive glass, getting 2 and 3 shots at it.
Another 3 that won't go is Cook had 2 threes. He missed them both. And here comes Tech. Cook down the beg pardon. Goins with it now. That was more down the lane. Goins with the half hook. And what do they call? Nope, they disallow the basket. So Mamadou will check back into the lineup for the Bearcats. Also back in will be High Ball. But first we're going to have a media timeout, and it's a full timeout with 4:46 left in the first half. Tech with a 3-point lead, 34-31. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Access Health, many of our physicians begin their journey here. They trained with us, grew with us, and chose to stay. Because Access Health isn't just where their careers began, it's where they found home. Here, caring means more than medicine. It's knowing your patients and being part of their lives. They've grown with Access Health and with the community that welcome them. What sets Access Health apart isn't just the care we give, it's the people who grow with us and the community we call home. Access Health. When the need grows, so do we.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
4:46 remaining in the first half, and the Golden Bears of Tech have a 3-point advantage over Brescia from Kentucky, 34-31. Eric, looking at shooting, Tech has really kept up the shooting. They're 13 of 23 overall from the floor, 5 of 10 to downtown, 3 of 4 at the line. For the Bearcats, they're 12 of 28 from the floor, 3 of 12 downtown, and 4 of 6 at the free throw line.
And the thing I look at, though, the one thing that Tech has done, they've almost hit double digits on the turnovers. They have 8, and I think 3 out of the last 5 possessions, they've fumbled the ball around.
Here's high ball with it in the low post. Spins into the lane and puts the shot up. It's short. They battle for the rebound. It's out of bounds, and I think it'll stay on this end of the floor, and it will. So the Bearcats, with 4.5 remaining till halftime, down 3, will have possession of the ball and 20 to shoot. Tech has led the entire way thus far in this first half, and they had to get the ball way out high to Mathis. They just got that in time, didn't they?
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a steal as well.
High ball tries to go around the screen, leans in.
He has a lot of ball fakes in this.
Yes, he does, and there's going to be a foul on Roman Kellerman. That's free throw time because that's the 7th-team foul. So, like I said, the fouls have really started to even out. You know, at one point it was like 6-1. The fouls were 6 fouls on the Bearcats and only 1 on the Golden Bears. And now, like I said, each team is now over the limit.
Well, there's only been 1 foul called on the Bearcats since the 14-minute mark.
Right. So as I say, it's evened its way out. And it'll be Mamadou at the line, and he makes the first, so he'll get the bonus opportunity.
And that is the 3rd foul on Kellum. There was not blood on his jersey. That was a foul that they had called, and I think it was the technical, like him and the guy was jawing. That's why Tech was able to
keep possession,
and they gave him a technical.
So Mamadou now shoots the bonus, and he got them both, and now the Bearcats are within 1.
3 of 4 is Mamadou at the line.
So full court pressure, and here is Goings with it. Into the lane. Nice pass over to Liam Craven. He'll dial up a 3. It won't go after making his first 2 threes. He's missed his last 2. And here's the Bearcats with an opportunity, Eric, to get their first lead of the ball game as we now go under 4 minutes for the half. Here's Cook on the drive, little floater, and it won't go as Tackett clears the rebound for Tech. Moore, coast to coast, leans in. He's stripped. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Tech.
Yeah, Moore saw the crease, attacked it, and good trail defense by the Bearcats as the shot was partially blocked out of bounds.
So Cole Chapman will check back in to the Tech lineup, and let's see, it'll be Moore who will come out. Tech will have the ball, 26 to shoot. The ball comes out to Goins. Around the horn they go. Tackett attacks the basket, splits the defenders, draws the foul, and that's – I think they called it on the floor, so
that it's still 1-on-1.
Well, as I say, it's free throws, but whether it's going to be 2 or 1-and-1, and I think they called it on the floor. Yeah, so it'll be 1-and-1 time as Tackett will get to the line.
Yeah, and Tackett got bailed out because I thought he dribbled into trouble there, and Tackett is 1 of 2 at the free throw line here in the first half.
This is 2 of 4 games being played this morning, this afternoon, and this evening. Of course, we had the NI as Tackett misses the first of, I guess they called it a 2-shot foul because he missed it. So, nevertheless, he'll shoot the second shot. But anyway, we got a couple of high school games that we'll have here on Video Productions. We'll have a girls' game, Beckley and East Fairmont. That game will tip at 5:30, and Eric, you and I will be back for the boys' game between Beckley and East Fairmont at 7:30. So the lead is 2 for Tech as Tackett made 1 of 2. And still, the Bearcats, they can get their first lead if they can knock down a three or get one the old-fashioned way. And Highball thought he was going to take the three, puts it on the deck, gets to the rim, puts it up, it won't go. Tipped around, and Goins has the rebound for Tech.
Tech's been able to hold off Brescia.
Just tack it wide open for a three, left it short. And once again,
good look, good rotation, just
yes,
not able to knock it down.
Final 3 minutes of the half, Brescia has never led, but an opportunity to tie or get their first lead if they can get a three on this possession. And they shoot for the lead there, and that's short as that three ball was put up by Lockhart. And here comes Woods for Tech. Goins will dial it up from downtown. Hit it right down the chute.
7 in the first half for Goins, big three.
So Cook calls out the play. Get the ball down low to Mamadou. He's got a big size advantage on Tackett. A lot of contact. Tackett did pretty good, giving up the size and forced an errant shot.
And turnover by Cole Chapman. Bounce pass, young people, right through. Got away with a travel, I think.
Yes, I think so. The ball was slipping out of his hand.
Out of his hands.
They go back to Mamadou into the lane, and they'll call a foul on Tackett.
And they'll call that on the shot.
Yes, so Mamadou will get to the line to shoot a pair where he made 2 free throws the last time he was at the free throw line.
And he's on a roll, 3 straight. He's 3 of 4 as he missed his first one and made the last 3.
So the first free throw, it is good.
You know, that's a good-looking stroke by the big fella.
That is correct. But yeah, the team fouls are even at 8 apiece. Mamadou ready, second free throw, and he left that one short, and Goins has the rebound. So we come up on the 2-minute mark of this first half, which has been a very entertaining, exciting first half. And the ball Goins just dropped it, just lost it out of his hands.
And that's 9 turnovers for
Highball had a good
Tech.
look, and he missed it, but Cook able to get the rebound, and then he lost it. And Goins able to come out of there with it. Trayon Woods, he'll dial up a three. It shows you why he shoots 45% from downtown.
Hey, Trayon Woods, way to put on the brakes, catch the basketball, put on the brakes, and knocked it down.
Like I said, when he's that open, that's just almost like a layup right there. Just like when he shoots free throws, it's like a layup when you shoot 45% from behind the arc. So the lead back to 7. Tech is led by as many as 9. Mamadou down low, tough shot off the glass. It won't go. The tip by Highball won't go. It's out of bounds, and it will be Tech's ball, I do believe. Yes.
So Tech here with 1:15 to go in the half marathon might be able to stretch it to 10 if you hit a 3, and it looks like Brescia's going to apply some pressure.
And I think Woods was thinking that same thing, a 10, but they end up throwing it away. Evans comes up with it. Numbers for the Bearcats. Cook for 3. That's going to be short. I could tell when he shot it, the tip won't go. They battle, and Goins comes out of there with it as we're under a minute for the half. Chapman finds Goins right down the lane, and Goins looked like he lost it. Yeah, or couldn't tell whether he passed it or if he just lost it. And, yes, there's a technical foul. Maybe Goins thought he was fouled. Because when he went right down the lane, Eric, I couldn't really see. I wasn't watching the monitor. I was watching the ball, and there was a player in the way.
Yes. But I also, you can't lose your cool.
Yeah, it looked like he just lost it.
Yeah, you can't lose your cool in that situation either, because now you're up 41-34. You send Brescia to the line. They get a couple free throws and possession of the basketball. So this is a big juncture in the game right here.
Big sequences. Lockhart makes the first technical free throw. Second free throw, he got them both. Lockhart came in averaging 16 a game. So he makes 2.
And that puts him at double figures here in the first half.
And as you mentioned, the Bearcats now with possession of the ball. And if they hit a 3, this could end up being a big 5-point possession.
Exactly right. I mean, you may want to get Goins out of the game right now because you don't want the emotion of it. Well, he's going to stay in, but you got to play. You got to have a level head here late in the first half.
Yeah, they're going to put in Jacarian Woods and take Tackett out. Here's Evans with it. And a 15-footer won't go, and Goins clears the rebound as that 15-footer was put up by Lockhart. So Tech now can really take their time. There's about 6 seconds between the game clock and his shot clock, as they got 18 to shoot. And Chapman just yo-yoing the ball, running the clock down. Lee Craven gets the ball inside the woods, and he throws it to nobody. Yeah, that was just a miscommunication, because I think everybody thought Woods was going to shoot it, and he just turned around and passed the ball out, and there's a timeout as the Bearcats want to draw up a final play here, Eric, in the final 11 seconds.
Yeah, and right now, if you're the Bearcats, you can be real aggressive here offensively, because any foul is going to be 2 shots at the free throw line.
Yeah, this afternoon's game is brought to you by Exit Elevation Realty. Luca Richmond, the broker, Steve Morgan, the associate broker. If you're in the market to buy or sell your house, you can check them out on the website at exitelevationwv.com. Also, the game this afternoon brought to you by Edward Jones. Edward Jones, if you're planning to change jobs or planning on retiring, they can walk you through your financial goals, whether it be Heather Cantley, Brooke Dempsey, Ben Worley, or Tracy Howe. They'll take excellent care of you. All right, 11 seconds remaining in the half, and it'll be the last shot time, you would think, by the Bearcats in the final 11 seconds. They probably wouldn't want to shoot it too quick to make sure Tech doesn't get a shot.
Well, let's see what they draw up here, Maris. I always love situational timeouts and see what action they run.
Here's Evans with it. They got to go quick. 6 left in the half. Tech's playing good defense. The ball's way out. I'm not sure they're going to get a shot off, and you don't want to foul. They get a terrible shot off, and it's off the glass, but Tech did a good job, and the defense, and they did a good job without fouling, and they forced the Bearcats out, and they had to take a desperation shot. Well, Tech has led wire to wire in the first half. They led by as many as 9, and the lead is 5 at the break. At the break, it's Tech 41 and Brescia 36. We'll take a break, come back with the Direct Choice halftime show coming up here on the other side of the break on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Stores. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store. Fuel your adventure. For West Virginia.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
Into the Direct Choice halftime show. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. We have Cameron Ball doing a great job producing and directing, and Chase Bowman on camera here this afternoon. And Tech at the break has a 5-point advantage. The Golden Bears lead the Bearcats 41-36. And Tech, Eric, they never trailed. They scored the first 4 points of the contest. They led by as many as 9 at 23-14 at one point. And the lead has been cut to 1 at 34-33, but Brescia, the Bearcats, never got the lead, and Tech able to have a 5-point advantage at the half. It's two teams, like I said, evenly matched. Both teams are 6-7 in league play. Tech is 5-3 at home. Brescia is 3-8 on the road. And like I said, just really two evenly matched teams. Brescia 6-16 and Tech is 9-14. So really kind of even all through that first half. And there were times that the Bearcats, Eric, had an opportunity to grab a lead and just not able to do it.
Yeah, and the Bearcats, they did it defensively, switching defenses and get back in the game. But Tech handled that pressure a little better late in the first half. So we'll see what the halftime adjustments, what happens with that, man. And it's going to be a lot of fun here in the second half.
Well, speaking of fun, before we get to a halftime break and come back and go inside the numbers, we'll tell you about next Saturday. Of course, Tech will have 2 more games after this afternoon. They'll play on Tuesday, and they'll be home against Midway University of Kentucky. And then the final game of the regular season will be homecoming next Saturday. That game was on your schedule at 5:30. It will be tip at 5 o'clock, and it's a free Saturday, free admission. The women's game will tip at 3. The men's game will tip at 5 here at the Raleigh County Convention Center. You don't need a ticket, free admission, and this event is open and free to the public, and it should be a great time next week. All right, we are going to take a break. When we come back, we'll go inside the numbers here at the Raleigh County Convention Center as the Golden Bears, they have a 5-point lead over the Bearcats, 41-36. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Stores. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store. Fuel your adventure. For West Virginia.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Are you ready to turn your passion into a career? At New River Community and Technical College, we've got the programs to get you there. Dive into our food service and event management program. Learn skills from kitchen basics to business budgeting and become seasoned for success. Or if the great outdoors is called.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Stores. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store. Fuel your adventure. For West Virginia.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Are you ready to turn your passion into a career? At New River Community and Technical College, we've got the programs.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center as Tech has a 5-point lead over the Bearcats of Brescia University in Kentucky, 41-36. We're going to go inside the numbers of the first half. Inside the numbers are brought to you by Direct Choice Pre-Owned Vehicle Lot, located at 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley. They have West Virginia's best selection and best prices on pre-owned vehicles. Direct Choice is a proud sponsor of all the sports in the great state of West Virginia. Also, inside the numbers brought to you by Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate, and you're in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent, located at Market Road in Beckley. You can dial Lori up at 304-252-8646. For all the numbers of the first half, here's Eric.
Okay, Maris, 41-36 is your score. Tech got to the 41 by some good balance as they were led by Trayton Woods, who had 3 threes in the first half and a perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw line to lead the way with 13 points. Ian Goings had 7. Jackson Tackett, 7. Liam Craven off the bench, as you said, 2 big threes in the first few minutes. Cooled off a little bit later in the first half, but he has 6 points. Cole Chapman with 4, and rounding out the scoring is the team's leading scorer with 4 points. Brandon Moore came in averaging 17 a game. So right now, if you're Tech, you're looking pretty good if you have 41 points up and your leading scorer is really yet to get going. And for Brescia, the Bearcats are led by their leading scorer. Lincoln Lockhart came in averaging 16 a night. He has 10 in the first half. Braxton Howball came off the bench to be the second leading scorer with 7. Torado has 5. Mamadou has 3. And K-Brian Tenson has 3. But Maris, I think he really took himself out of the game, and Carry-On Mathis has 2. Both of those guys picked up early fouls and were not really able to get in the flow of the first half.
Yeah, look at some of the team totals there, Eric. The Bearcats, they were 12 of 39 from the floor, 3 of 15 from downtown, 9 of 12 at the line, so they shot the ball from the free throw line well. They had 23 rebounds. They were very balanced there, 12 on the defensive end of the floor, 11 offensive rebounds, and they turned it over 7 times. For the Golden Bears of Tech, they were 15 of 29. They shot the ball really well in that first half, 7 of 14 from downtown, and that's excellent, and 4 of 6 at the line. They had 20 rebounds, and they had only 2 offensive rebounds. So they gave up 11 offensive rebounds. They had 2 themselves, and they turned the ball over 11 times. So Tech had 4 more rebounds, but their lead is 5 here at the break.
Yeah, and the thing with if you look, as you went over those, the turnovers for Tech late, and it has them, 11, I think?
Yeah, 11 turnovers to 7.
Yes, and I think they got a little sloppy with the basketball, mishandled, and I think it had a lot to do with Brescia's that half-court pressure really turned them over a little bit.
And I think one of the keys of the second half will be the foul situation. The fouls started to mount up for the Bearcats in the first part of the first half, and then they mounted to the Golden Bears in the second part of the first half. And time we got to the locker room, it all kind of evened out.
Yeah, it did. And I think that was good coaching from Brescia, from Matt Korn, because he got his guys settled down a little bit. As we noted early, it looked like it was chippy. I don't think any animosity between the two teams, but there was a lot of chirping going on. Every make, they were looking at the bench, pointing at the bench of the opposing team, and can't do that on the road.
Nope. All right, we're going to take a final break here in the Direct Choice Halftime Show. Come back, get you ready for the second half as the Golden Bears lead the Bearcats. It's Tech leading Brescia of Kentucky 41-36. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Stores. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store, fuel your adventure. West Virginia.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Are you ready to turn your passion into a career? At New River Community and Technical College, we've got the programs to get you there. Dive into our food service and event management program. Learn skills from kitchen basics to business budgeting and become seasoned for success. Or if the great outdoors is calling, answer it with our outdoor recreation program. Receive hands-on training that readies you to lead, inspire, and explore. Whatever you're passionate about, we have a path for you. Visit newriver.edu today. Start here. Go anywhere.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. We're a couple minutes away of getting the second half started between the Golden Bears of Tech and the Bearcats of Brescia, Kentucky. 41-36 the lead for Tech. And, Eric, as we break down, coming down here, the last couple of games of the regular season, Tech will have two more games. They'll play Tuesday on this floor against Midway University, Kentucky. And then, of course, next Saturday we'll wrap up the regular season against Indiana University East. That's a 5 o'clock tip. But for both of these teams, they're in position to make the conference tournament. And I was told how it's going to work out that the top two teams will make the conference tournament. So if it's the champion of the regular season and whoever they play in the championship game, regardless of who wins, that other team will get to go as well. If the team that wins the regular season is not in the championship game, and of course whoever wins the championship game along with the conference regular season champion goes to the postseason. So they'll take two teams from this conference. There are 64 teams in NAIA, and then they'll get it down to 16, and then the Sweet 16 all go to Kansas City, and then that's the Sweet 16. So, that's a lot of basketball. There's a lot to play for, and you're really, one step at a time.
Yeah, one step at a time, and this is one of the steps for either one of these squads here in the second half. Tech looking to, as you said, at best go 2-1 in this 3-game stretch.
Yeah, and this would be a big one if they can get this, because you got the 3 games left, and like I said, you got to win. Corey Eckers said, we got to really win at least 2 of them, get some help. But that if you can win here this afternoon, that of your next 2 games, both at home, you figure all you got to do is split. Obviously you want to win all of them, but we'll see how things unfold here in the second half, as the Bearcats will have first possession. So the biggest lead in the first half was 9, and Brescia has been able to cut the lead to 1, but they have never led, and Mathis will put the ball in play for the Bearcats. And here we go, going to the basket to our right. Here's Cook with it.
And looks like Tech's going to come out in that man-to-man, and out of the half, looks like they're going to try to get it down to the big fella.
And Roman Kellum starts the second half. He didn't start the game. Good defense as Amamadou not able to finish. And there's Woods on the run out, and he can't finish.
And then right there, I think he should have finished with his offhand. His left hand would have made that an easier shot.
Waller all the way to the basket. Nobody picked up the ball, and Waller able to score. And the Bearcats are now back within 3.
And Waller's first points of the night. Afternoon.
Goins for 3, and he dials it up from downtown. And, Tackett is the one that's not out there. And, Eric, as I look over across the bench, as our producer and director Cameron Ball pointed out, I don't even see him. He went into the locker room, obviously, with the team, but he hasn't come back out. I don't know if there's an injury as I'm talking there. Cook able to score. So that could be something that we can pay attention to, Eric, that could be big in the second half. Here's Moore on the baseline, drive up and under, and it's a kind of a wild shot. Mathis gets the rebound, and they'll push it up. And trying to get Bell out that time was Lockhart, and the referees were having nothing of it.
Yeah, that was just good, strong defense.
Here's Moore with it. Penetration. Off the glass, and he scores.
Nice and smooth, and Moore looks like he's trying to get going. As we stated, he only had 4 points, team's leading scorer.
Well, that's one thing, Eric, and over the years, and this year, again, as Cook goes to the basket, as he left it short, but all the years that we've done these games, you got to be strong with the basketball. There's a lot of contact on the move. As Kellum catches it, and he shoots it a little strong, and he can't finish back the other way. Lockhart to the rim, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. Lockhart throwing his arm up thinking he's foul, but you got to adjust to how they call it.
Yeah, the game's being called tough. You got to finish strong.
Yeah, you got to go through the defender. It'll be 26 to shoot. Mamadou will put the ball in play. Waller now throws the ball down low to Mamadou. Mamadou in traffic. They double team him. The ball stripped. And here's Tech with it. And here's Woods.
Better not give him space.
Yep. Leading the conference, shooting 45% from downtown. Goins on the baseline. Tech with good ball movement, 15 to shoot. Woods, they double him up. And he's like, I'm going to lay up a three, and it won't go, and it's short.
And that was a bad possession. Good defense possession as they're battling down low, man. Both teams whining for some fouls.
There's Cook off the dribble into the lane. Mathis from the corner for three, and he knocks it down. Bearcats have cut that 6-point lead in half to 3. Here's Woods. There's 2 Woods on the floor for Tech. Terrian Woods and Karan Woods. And Goins for 3, and it's good. He's hit 3 big threes and timely threes at the area. Right when looks like that the Bearcats are getting momentum, Goins able to dial it up and knock it down.
3 threes on the night, second of the second half. And
here's Cook shaking and baking. A little pull up from 15. That's going to be an air ball, and it'll be out of bounds over to Tech. As Cole Chapman will check in for Tech, and also for the Bearcats checking in will be Carry-On Tinson will check in. So like I said, we don't know what the situation is for Tackett for Tech. That Jackson Tackett, he came in averaging 9 a game, and obviously he went off the floor at halftime, but he hasn't come back.
And you know, Kellum, that, you know, absence just gives him more playing time.
Moore will dial it up for 3 in front of us and hit it. And this will equal the largest lead of the game right here at 9.
And Moore already has more points in the first 4 minutes of the second half than he did the whole first half.
And what do we got? We got a foul on Tech. I didn't see that. Must have been away from the ball. I'm not sure what they called. They didn't put any fouls up on the board. Maybe it's a shot clock issue. Either way.
Yeah, it was. Get the shot clock to 24.
Yeah.
That was almost a turnover.
Almost. We're 4 minutes into the second half. They get the ball down low. Mamadou trying to muscle it up. He's up under the basket, and Kellum picks up the foul.
That'll be Kellum's fourth. So, fourth, the absence of Tackett really looms large now.
Yeah, because you got to think that you got to take they called it on.
No, they called it on Moore, so that was a big break for.
Big break for Tech that Kellum didn't get whistled for the foul.
See Moore around it.
So Mamadou will shoot a pair, and the first free throw is no good. But you're right, Eric, without Tackett coming back out for the second half, and if that had been called on Kellum, his fourth,
yes,
Corey Aker definitely would have had to get him out of the game.
And that would have been big, because big minutes out of him this afternoon. Kellum.
So 1 of 2 is made, and the lead is 8, but now Tech turns it over. And here's Morris with it, and we got a foul, and the foul's on Goins. So that will be the second personal foul on Goins, second team foul.
Yeah, his first was of the technical foul variety.
And Matthew Linville will get his first action. In fact, and I don't remember too much of him really playing a lot, but because they don't have Tackett available, at least for now, and maybe not the rest of the game, they've got to go deeper into their bench. So 20 to shoot. Here's Morris with it. Trying to get free from Chapman. Trying to get the ball down low. And just nice play. A defensive play that time by Linville, yes.
He came in, absorbed the offensive contact, and able to climb the ladder and get the block.
Coming up on the 15-minute mark of the second half, rather. They whip the pass over to Moore. Puts it on the deck. Kind of got in no man's land, 9 to shoot. They throw the ball way back out to Goins. Goins says, I know what to do with it. Get to the lane, put up the shot, knock it down.
Goins was cool as a cucumber right there. His 8th point of the second half.
And this is the biggest lead of the afternoon, their first double-digit lead at 10. Mamadou down low, up and under. He can't get it to go, but he'll draw the foul and get to the line.
Yeah, and that's going to be a hacked in the act right there by Matthew Linville. And, Mamadou will get to the free throw line. This will be his 7th and 8th attempt.
And that'll get us to a media timeout with 14:34 left in the second half. Tech with its biggest lead of the afternoon, lead by 10, 54-44. We'll take a break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
This new year, give your home a fresh start with a brand new view from Window World of Beckley.
At Window World, we believe all homes deserve comfort, energy savings, and style all year long.
With our energy-efficient windows and doors, Window World has you covered.
Give your home the view it deserves this year with new windows and doors from Window World of Beckley. New year, new view with energy-efficient windows from Window World of Beckley.
Call today, 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD.
For your free in-home estimate.
14 and a half minutes remaining in the contest, and Tech with his largest lead, Eric, at 10. But out of the timeout, it'll be free throws for Brescia, the Bearcats, and it'll be Mamadou at the free throw line. Just looking at some of the shooting numbers up to this point, the Bearcats are 15 of 48 from the floor, 4 of 16 downtown, 10 of 14 as a team from the free throw line. And you take a look at Tech, they're 20 of 38 from the floor, 10 of 18 from downtown, and 4 of 6 at the line. So Tech has really shot the ball well from downtown.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get 50% from the three-point line, and talking about shooting it well, is Mamadou is really doing work at the free throw line.
So Mamadou able to make the first of 2 shots and get the deficit for the Bearcats to single digits.
Yeah, he's 5 of 7, 6 of 8 from the free throw line.
And he makes them both. So
and that's a plus when you're big, shoots free throws well.
Yeah, because of his size and the way he muscles it down low, you figure he's going to get fouled a lot. But now this was effective for the Bearcats in the first half, extending the pressure.
And it was, but with the pressure, if you can break it, you'll get some open looks from 3.
Woods will drive, little scoop shot up and in. And that time he said, the heck with 3, I'll just take it right in and lay it up and in.
And 15 points for Woods.
Yeah, he came in averaging 11. And like I said, leading the conference from downtown percentage-wise at 45%. This equals the largest lead of the game at 10. Here's a turnover as Craven comes up with it. Here's Chapman now. Chapman around the screen, going spot up 3 on its way. Nothing but the bottom of the net as he goes right down the chute. And the biggest lead of the game here at 13 for Tech.
And 18 for Goins.
Goins came in averaging 15. And he's picked up the slack where Moore hadn't scored a lot, but he has here in the second half as that turnaround shot is no good by Morris. And now Tech trying to really get some separation here, Eric.
Yeah, and right here, if you're Tech being up 13, if you can get another bucket, you could be well on your way to a win here this afternoon.
And there's a foul, looked like a frustration foul, reaching foul on Morris. With 13-13 remaining. Seemed like 13-13. That's a little spooky, isn't it?
And yeah, we had Friday the 13th yesterday.
And the Munsters 13-13 Mockingbird Lane, right?
Okay, Eddie.
Yeah. I thought I looked more like Herman. No, that'd be Kevin McHale.
You look
right?
more like Uncle Festus.
No. Well, that was Adam's family.
Adam's family,
yeah. You mean Grandpa.
Yeah.
All right, we're going under 13 minutes. Enough of that. Back to basketball, right? Going, shaking and baking. He's got to get it up 3 to shoot. He'll dial up a 3. It's short, and he had no choice but to put that up. And here come the Bearcats with it. So this is the biggest lead of the afternoon at 13. 18 to shoot. And we got a foul, and this will go against Tech, and Linville will get whistled for his second foul.
Yeah, Linville, and that's one thing he has to watch now that you're down to what we consider Tech's two big guys, or Tackett and Kellum, and Tackett is no longer on the bench, sustained some sort of maybe injury or illness at halftime, and not with the team this second half.
Yeah, because, Eric, I got to believe now we're almost halfway through this second half as there's a pick and roll and a foul on Tech, and the fouls are mounting up on Tech. That'll be the 15th foul. But I got to believe that if Tackett was going to be available to Tech in the second half, he had already been out on the bench, wouldn't you think?
Yes, sir, and that was on Ian Goins, and now the fouls in the second half are going the other way against the Golden Bears, because that's the third on Goins and the 15th foul.
So Mathis will be at the free throw line. Southpaw, first free throw is good. And now Woods will get off the bench. And he'll check in for Tech now. There's two Woods on the floor. Number 11 is Trayton Woods, and 15 is Jakarian Woods. And that's Jakarian Woods who just now checked into the game as Goins comes out with his third personal foul. So Mathis ready. And the second free throw is good. He got them both. Here's Chapman under pressure as he brings the ball across the midcourt stripe. And got a foul. And that's the second team foul on the Bearcats. And as Tech will dip into its bench.
And that was on Mathis, who was at the free throw line. That'll be his third.
Yep. He got two quick ones to start the game.
And that bailed out a turnover. That was going to be a turnover.
Yeah.
And bailed him out.
So Orfendorf checks in to the Tech lineup. Here's Chapman off the dribble. Chapman, they cut him off. He'll back it back out. Here's Orfendorf in the near corner for three. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. Mathis able to come out of there with it. Mathis is the ball to Lockhart. They'll race the ball down the floor. And we got a Tech foul, I believe, on the drive. And that's going to get to and that's the case here. That's 16 fouls. So with 11:54 remaining here in the second half, the rest of the way, the Bearcats will be shooting and win if and when Tech commits a foul.
And that was on Liam Craven picking up the foul.
Lockhart for three. It's too strong. Battle for the rebound. And that will be a foul on the rebound against the Bearcats. And that we're going to go against Carry-On Tinson will get whistled for the foul.
No, they actually gave it to Highball.
Yeah, you're right. They gave it to Highball. Both of them were right there.
They were both
in the
there.
area.
I was with you. I almost put it in his column, but
the ones that count say nope. Tech having a hard time getting the ball in. They finally do to Liam Craven. Craven will race the ball up the floor, pass the ball down, and that's a turnover.
Yeah, you gotta look it in and catch it right there. Yeah. I think Matthew Linville was thinking about highlight reel because I watched him in warmups. He really has some hops. I think he was going to try to flush that one, but nonetheless, he bobbles it out of bounds.
Yeah, took his eye off the ball, and I think that just comes from playing more, be a little bit more polished. We've got a long way to go in this one. And a turnover. So both teams a little sloppy with the ball here on these last possessions.
Yeah, the defense is really turning up for both teams and have to be strong with the basketball. We almost had a catastrophe without play.
Yeah, the officials are going to grab these players together. Like you said, Eric, and you talked about, there's been a lot of talking and chippiness really throughout the whole game.
It started the first minute of the contest. Hey, but that's the way it is. I like the reffing, though.
Yeah.
Hey, look, fellas, I'm not going to listen to too much of it.
And I'm not going to listen to also like all the contact. It's getting to be physical. And a near turnover.
Wow.
And Mathis almost got his fourth foul.
He almost thought that was going to be. I thought I was going to hear a whistle there, but play on.
But I think it was a good job by the officials not to blow the whistle there.
That's what I love about doing these games. Officiating's great.
And Woods able to catch and slam dunk, but Chapman made the play with the pass.
Hey, but that's how you shut up all the chirping right there. Your first 2 points of the game in that kind of that fashion.
And the lead's back to 13, which equals the longest lead of the afternoon. Mathis in the lane. It's swatted away.
Linville with the big
yes. block. Here's Chapman with it. Tech trying to add to their 13-point advantage. Woods sees an opening down the lane. A lot of contact. Put it up. It doesn't go, but he'll draw the foul. And that was a nice play.
Well, I know who that foul was on. That was on Lockhart.
Yeah, as Jakarian Woods, Eric, that play, he got the ball right in front of us and looked like the parting of the Red Sea, right? As you can watch it there. Yeah. And he just with a hard dribble, put his head down, attacked the rim, draws the foul, and we'll get to the line.
2 points on the evening for Jakarian Woods. First free throw attempts.
And the first free throw is short. 10.5 remaining here in this second half. Tech 9-14, and Brescia, Kentucky 6-16. Both teams are 6-7 in league play. Woods' second free throw on its way, and he missed them both. And here's Cook with the rebound. High ball. They cut him off. He leans in, puts up the shot, and scores. He's got some nifty moves, doesn't he?
He's got old school ball fakes and crafty.
Here's Chapman. Splits the defender, gets into the lane. 18 to shoot for Tech. Chapman off the dribble, trying to get to the rim. Liam Craven in the near corner for three. It won't go. He had a good look.
Miss.
Yeah, here's a run out. Lockhart will go all the way to the rim and lay it up and in.
Beautiful outlet pass as Lockhart gets his first points of the second half, and he leads the team with 12 points.
Chapman having a hard time with the ball as he turns it over. You can see that now it's going to be a Tech foul. That's free throw time. Yeah, so with 9:41, Eric, remaining in the contest, the rest of the way, the Bearcats will be shooting free throws.
Some Woods.
And there'll be immediate timeout before we get to the free throws. With 9:41 remaining in the game, the Bearcats have trimmed the lead to single digits. They were down as many as 13. They're down 9, 61-52. We'll take a break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
We asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They've tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside Levy, where they are right.
Welcome back to the Raleigh County Convention Center in Beckley with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. I want to remind you that next Saturday, the final regular season game for Tech will take on Indiana University East, both in the men's and the women's. The women's game will tip off at 3, the men's at 5. And you come and join them. Join us here at the Raleigh County Convention Center from 1:30 to 3:30 for games, food, and fun, as it is homecoming, and they'll celebrate the final regular season game for Tech of this 25-26 season. First free throw is good by Highball, as it's a 1-and-1 out of the timeout. And Eric was a 13-point lead a minute ago. It's now 8, and Highball trying to cut it to make it 7. As the free throw is good, and he does just that.
And with those free throws, Highball gets his 10th and 11th point.
So a mini 6-0 run is more with the pass to Orpendorf, and it's swatted. And it's not out of bounds as Highball able to pick up the loose ball. Highball steps in, maybe got away with an extra step, and it's a foul, and this time the foul will be on the Bearcats.
Yeah, and I think I agree with you. That was a travel on the step through, and that was whistled on Highball after he missed the layup.
So that's his third, the team's 5th. 9:22 remaining in the contest. Biggest lead has been 13. It's been trimmed to 7. And here comes the full court pressure. And we got a turnover, stepping out of bounds. So Tech turns it over. And Eric, with that turnover, that's the 15th turnover on the afternoon.
And that's how you lose a lead.
Yeah, you give up possessions. That's how you lose the lead and sometimes lose the game, right? The big fella, Mamadou, will step out behind the three-point line and deliver a three ball. How about that? From downtown, and just like that, it's a 9-0 run, and they've cut the lead to 4, and now here's a foul. But you got to like the big fella's range, right?
Yes, and that's on high ball as he picks up back-to-back fouls. That's 4, team 6. And if you're Tech, I think you've been sped up and uncharacteristically turning the ball over. Didn't play well with the lead. Let's see how you do now. You still have the lead. Can't get tight offensively.
Liam Craven will dial it up for 3. Not close, and we got a foul and a rebound, and it'll stay here.
Be free throws for Kellum,
yeah.
Roman Kellum.
So both teams now over the limit. So free throws for both teams, Eric, the rest of the way with 8:49 remaining in the game. And that foul going to go against
K. Brian Tinson.
Yep. So Tinson gets whistled for the foul. Carry on Tinson, and it'll be 1-1 for Roman Kellum. And the first free throw is good, so therefore he makes that. He will get the bonus opportunity, and that right there snaps a 9-0 run by the Bearcats. Kellum, a southpaw, ready. Second free throw on its way, and he missed it. He got 1 of 2. So we've got a game again, Eric. It's just a 5-point lead. Like I said, it was 13 just a minute ago. Lockhart around the screen with 18 to shoot. Here's a 3-ball on its way, no good. That 3 that time was put up by Tinson, and back the other way comes Morris. All the way to the rim, draws the foul. And Moore, I beg your pardon, Brandon Moore will get to the free throw line to shoot 2.
And Moore coming in averaging 17 points, has 9, but nice slash to the basket, a much needed foul and free throw attempts here for Tech.
As Goins is set to check in, but apparently he's going to check in for Moore because he came in and now came back out. And now, so we might have a timeout on the floor. Yeah, not sure.
Might be.
Well, they're going to come over here and look at our at the replay to find out what we got here. Come over here and look at the screen, I do believe, as the officials are huddling up right here in front of us. But I didn't see any indication of, so let's see what they're going to look at. There's 8:24 remaining in the game. It's a 62-57 lead for Tech. And let's see what they're looking at, Eric. On that last 3 that was put up was no good. And I guess they're looking at this play by Moore. Right, yeah, here's Moore with the rebound as we watch the instant replay. Maybe they're trying to see who the foul's on, Eric. Yeah, I'm not really certain what they're looking at.
They're trying to see contact here, right there by Kellum, to see if that was to upgrade the foul, upgrade a foul as the guy was coming in, contact to the face of one of the Brescia players.
Right, and if they call it and they upgrade it on Kellum, so they said they were looking for a flagrant 1, and they said they have nothing after all that?
Well, the coach wanted them to look.
Right.
Because the player went and said, hey, I just got hit in the face.
Yeah, check it out.
Well, they checked it out.
Yep.
Nothing there. And
right. That's a good job by the officials.
Yeah, it looked like just an ordinary box out. He didn't even know the player was coming. It was what they call incidental contact.
So Brandon Moore at the free throw line. And, of course, always Cameron Ball doing a great job producing and directing. Had everything that they needed.
Cameron, he's right on it. He saw him coming. He was ready. He even blew it up for him. I could see it.
Yeah. So Brandon Moore makes the first of 2 free throws. Tech is led from the opening tip They scored the first 4 points, and they have never trailed.
And Tech's trying to salvage a split right here, right? With the girls,
with the
women's team losing, 89-83.
Yep, that was a really good game. So here's high ball with it. Down the lane. Here's Lockhart for 3, and he knocks it down. So you knew the Bearcats are not going away. Kellum with it into the lane. Kellum attacks the basket, and he'll draw the foul and get to the line.
And that's 15 points on the last shot for Lockhart. He came in averaging 16. And good take here as we look on the replay. A good dish and drive by Kellum, but you got to make your free throws as he went 1 of 2 the last time up.
So Kellum is a southpaw freshman from South Charleston, and the first free throw is good. So it seems like that every time the Bearcats get close, the Golden Bears kind of pull away. The Bearcats get close, Golden Bears pull away.
Got to keep them at bay if you're Tech, because
and one of two, just like the last time. So in even 8 minutes, as we now go under 8 minutes, and a 65-60 lead for the Golden Bears.
And the only shooting that's not been great for Tech here in the second half, they're 4 of 8 from the free throw line.
And there's a foul, and that's on the rebound.
And that's going to be on high ball. If it is,
he's fouled out.
No, that'll be his 5th.
Yep, he's fouled out. As Kerryon Tinson put up the shot with the left hand, it won't go. And high ball is fouled out, Eric, with 7:45 remaining in the game.
And those free throws the other way, correct?
That's correct. We'll walk down on this end and shoot 2. Shoot 2 because that's the double bonus. That is correct.
You all over it, but this is big down the stretch. 4 of 8 Tech. If you're you have more up at the line. No, that's Goings. Excuse me, Goings. Yeah. And this is his first free throw attempts. Come in averaging 15 a game, Ayers. He's knocked down 4 3-pointers this game.
And, all those threes were like, momentum breakers because the Bearcats were on a run, and then, Goins able to hit a big 3 right when Tech needs it, as he able to make the first of 2, take the lead 66-60, and he got them both, and the lead's 7.
And that puts him at 20 points on the afternoon and 2 big free throws.
Yeah, so he's 5 over his season average of 15. Still a lot of time left in this game, 7.5 remaining. And, you're just talking 67-60, a 7-point game. 14 to shoot, Mamadou with it. Had an opening, gets to the rim, puts it up. It's a wild shot. It won't go. We got a whistle. We got a foul.
And that's going to be on Kellum, and it was more after the shot. It's going to be on the shot, of course, but it was the body after the shot.
And immediately Corey Akers got Matthew Linville to the scorer's table because Kellum knows that when he hears the horn, he's coming out of the game.
Yeah, that's his 4th at the 7:24 mark.
So like I said, Eric, a lot of basketball left, and, we're going to look like they have nothing but free throws coming down the stretch because both teams, they've had 18 fouls called between them.
4 straight makes for Mamadou.
And, Eric, this is a physical game, and look at a lot of the contact and a lot of fouls that they didn't call.
Yeah.
And we're already at 18, like I said, fouls in this second half between both teams. Mamadou make the first one. Second free throw is short. He gets 1 of 2, and the lead is 6 for Tech. Moore leaves it up, trying to leave it up for a little floater for Linville, and just not a very good pass.
Well,
and Tech turns it
over. Not a very good possession either. I mean, you're up 6. Run some offense. Make them defend.
Yeah.
Any foul's a free throw.
That's right. If it's not there, you really don't have to. You don't need it. And I'm with you on that. 16 to shoot as we go into the 7-minute mark for the game. Cook around the screen. Now under 10 on the clock, and he'll dial up. That's a tough 3, and that was good defense by Chapman. And if Cook knocked that down, you can just say that's
hat off to you. And a good defense and closeout, not fouling the jump shooter by Cole Chapman.
So here's Goings with it.
Now this is what you need to do. Right. Set it up, run offense. They've let the half court trap speed them up.
So 10 to shoot. Goings to Chapman, and there's a foul. Now to get Chapman to the line.
And that'll be free throws. And I'm saying I like my man Kerryon Mathis, though, because kind of reminds me of myself. He doesn't think he's committed a foul ever.
Well, none of today's players ever think they commit a foul.
That's right.
But this will be 1-1 for Chapman.
I know for sure he has 4.
Yeah, because he got 2 really quick right off the bat.
And that's just poking a little fun at him.
And Chapman's free throw is good.
Chapman with his 5th point.
And the second free throw for Chapman. And he got them both. So the lead back to 8. The lead has been as big as 13. And the Bearcats have never led. Back in the first half, they got as close as 1. Here in the second half, they've been as close as 4. Mamadou in the post. And he'll draw a foul on the entry pass. And that's going to be the 3rd foul right on Linville.
Yeah, I have him for 3, and this will be free throws for the big fella.
2 of them.
Again, Mamadou is
and that's why, I don't know if Coach Aker to Tech, with 6:12 to go, they may think about, see if they want to go zone, because every foul is 2 shots the rest of the way. And Mamadou's shot doesn't go, and I thought that would have been 2 shots, right?
No, that put it at their 9th.
Oh, put it at their 9th.
7 for 11 from the free throw line is Mamadou.
Yeah. So I see, there's 19 fouls between them. There's 10 fouls on
10
on Tech, or 10 fouls on the
Brescia.
Bearcats, and 9 on Tech. As that 3 ball is short by Moore. Goins around the horn. Moore on a drive, up and under, finds Chapman. He's in a lot of traffic with 12 to shoot. And Woods will dial up a 3 and hit it.
Four threes for Woods.
Yeah. Trayan Woods, like I said, shooting 45% from downtown. Mamadou splits the defenders and lays it up and in.
That's 12 three-pointers on the afternoon for Tech.
Here's Chapman. Goins on the drive, finds Moore. Woods. Linville, he'll shoot the 16-footer in and out. Heartbreak as Mathis will clear the rebound. Run to the 5-minute mark for the game. And a 9-point advantage for Tech. They've led wire to wire to this point. Cook doing a lot of dribbling, not going anywhere, and 14 up to shoot.
Getting deep in the shot clock.
And he gets into the lane and just kind of turned out, that wasn't a good possession. He just did a lot of dribbling, and they didn't have any ball movement. And they throw it up, and a little too high for Goins. He was looking for the slam. Lockhart back the other way. Attacks the basket, and that's a clean block by Linville. And we got a timeout on the floor with 4:25 remaining here in the second half, and Tech leading 72-63. And I do believe this will be a full timeout. So we'll take it with them and be right back here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. We also have Cameron Ball producing and directing, and Chase Bowman on Cameron. Eric, we're coming down the stretch, 4:25 remaining in this game, and Tech is leading 72-63 out of the timeout. The Bearcats will have the ball, but update shooting. Excuse me, the Bearcats have put up 62 shots here this afternoon, making 20 of them. They have 6 of 21 of downtown, 17 of 23 at the line. For Tech, they've got up 49 shots, so Brescia's got up 13 more shots, but Tech has shot the ball really well here today. 24 of 49 from the floor, 12 of 25 from downtown, and 12 of 18 at the free throw line.
Yeah, that's efficiency. You know, anytime you shoot around 50% or better, you're having a good offensive night.
So it'll be 25 to shoot. The ball comes out to Mathis. They get the ball down low. And we've got a held ball, and the arrow will give it to Tech. Mamadou thought he was fouled. So that's a big turnover. Tech is led by as many as 13.
And here they go with that half court, that 1-2-2. And your Tech, just break it.
Yeah, Brescia has cut it to 1 in the first half. Closest they've been is 4 here in the second half, as that 3 by Goings doesn't go down.
I still don't like that possession.
And now, Eric, we're coming up on the final 4 minutes, and there's a 3, and that's a wild shot that time, but the long rebound, and it's going to be incidental foul. And the fourth foul, nevertheless, is going to be on Linville. As that shot was put up by Carry-On Tenson, and then Cook ran it down, and Cook will get to the line. And he'll shoot 2.
And that's why I didn't like that possession, the last shot by Goings. I know he's had the hot hand, but situational basketball, break that pressure, bring it back out, run some offense, maybe get to the free throw line.
So here's Cook to shoot a pair, and the first one is good. So you got to think, 3:57 left in the game, the Bearcats got one more run in them.
Yeah, and this could jump start it. 2 free throws by Cook.
And it's 72-65. And like I said, both teams in the double bonus, so it's 2 free throws the rest of the way. And there's a turnover. Is Mathis able to get the turnover? And Tech Wood saying, come over here and look at the monitor and challenge it. And Corey Aker does want to challenge it. So we'll keep it here because we're going to make our man Cameron Ball work a little extra, but he's on top of it.
It looked like that was clearly off of Tech to me.
Well, the play happened like a foot in front of you.
Yeah, he was the last.
You know, the thing about it, when it was getting close, I was getting out of dodge. I was moving. I didn't see who the ball went off of. But they're going to come and take a look at our monitor.
Yeah, it's going to have right at the end.
So this is going to be tough. The call on the floor, Eric, is it's a turnover. As we watch, there's Cook making the free throw. As they get the ball up, we've got it super slow right here. And it does look like that the right call is made.
The right hand was the last to touch it right there.
Yeah.
He clearly touched it.
So I think the official right here in front of us, I think he got it right.
Well, you know, the player gave it away.
Yeah.
Like when he pulls his hand, but then he goes like that.
Yeah. Yeah, right there, I think that the official got it right. And even if you watch the replay here, look at Mathis for the Bearcats. He immediately points in their direction that, official got it right. It's a turnover.
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to stick with the call. It's not enough to overturn
it right.
So I think that's the right call.
We'll see. The officials are meeting right here in front of us.
I think my water bottle kind of obscured the camera.
Well, all I know was when I saw the play coming toward us, I was getting out, and so I didn't actually see it, and that's the right call. Call stands. So Eric, that's the first step. If you're Bearcat, you're trailing. You are 72-65 for Brescia. With 3:49 to go. And let's see, it'll be Mathis, the one that'll put it in play. And we're ready to go. So by challenging and losing, you lose a challenge and you lose a timeout.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the conversation is up at course. Maybe that's what they were figuring out. They lost a timeout and they lost the challenge. So here we go. Here's Cook with it. And there's a foul, and that'll get Mathis to the line to shoot 2. As they call the foul on Goins. And Goins he hit me in the throat. And that's what you don't want to do. You want to be aggressive. You don't want to be that aggressive. Because here's a chance for the Bearcats to cut deeper into the lead with the clock stopped. Mathis.
That's Goins' third.
Yeah, Mathis to shoot a pair of the southpaw. First free throw is good.
3 of 3 in the second half.
There's Kellum will check in, and Linville will have a seat. So 2-possession game at 72-66. Mathis ready. Second free throw on its way, and he got them both.
Seems like Brescia, you're right in it. You've been battling uphill all game, and that's going to be a turnover.
Another turnover by Tech as they turn it over, and it's a 6-0 run right now with 3.5 to go.
Who are you looking at, 17 turnovers? 7?
Let's see here.
At the last.
That will be 18.
18.
No, actually 19 because the last two.
Right
so
here,
19.
2 back-to-back. 19.
And if I was Tech, I wouldn't let them roll the ball like this. I would at least put token pressure on them. 3.5 to go in a 5-point game as Cook tries to turn the corner. Gets in, tough shot, puts it up. It doesn't go. The offensive rebound is good. Nice job on the offensive glass by Lockhart. And just like that, Eric, it's a one-possession game, a 3-point lead for Tech.
Lockhart was 17.
Woods is in trouble, and they've called a foul. And I'll tell you, that play happened right in front of us, and now Lockhart's saying let's challenge because it looked like that he had a steal, and they call a foul. Let's watch the replay here, Eric. The play happened right here in front of us. So that'll get Woods to the free throw line. And like I said, as good as he is from the three-point line, he ought to be good at the foul line, right?
Well, he's 2 of 2.
Yep. And now he's 3 of 3. And that's why you want to be aggressive, play defense. You want to be too aggressive because you can't defend free throws, right? And was able to knock them both down. And that's a big possession for Tech to get the lead to 5.
Yeah. And I'm like you, make them pick this basketball up.
Yeah, I wouldn't let them roll it all the way to – and that time they didn't let it roll them as far as they did the time before. Coming up on the 3-minute mark of regulation. Cook around the screen. Mamadou. Tinson into the lane. Down to Mamadou. The ball's knocked free. Picks it up. Scores, and he's fouled.
And if that's – I think that's going to be on Moore. Yes, it was on Moore. And Mamadou has missed his last 2 free throw attempts.
And a chance to cut it to 2 points. The closest they've been is 1. Tech's led by as many as 13. And when the Bearcats cut it to 1, that was in the first half. And this free throw by Mamadou to polish off a 3-point play, this is the closest they've been here in the second half. Cut it to 2.
And if you're Tech, you just have to play. I mean, you have the lead, so still just play with the lead. And anything may got away with a palming of the bat right there.
Here's Chapman with it. 15 to shoot. 2.5 remaining in regulation. Getting deep in the clock now, Eric. 6 to shoot. Goins on a drive into the lane. Pull up. The shot's partially blocked. And here are the Bearcats with an opportunity to tie or take their first lead of the ball game.
I think they're going to take a timeout.
Yep, they'll take a timeout with 2:14 remaining here in the regulation here in the fourth quarter because we're so used to doing high schools here in the second half. But that'll get us, it'll be a 30-second timeout. And while we got time, tell you that this afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Infinity Coal. Infinity Coal is located in Sophia, West Virginia, and they take pride in producing coal that fuels progress around the world. From the heart of coal country, United Coal delivers the resources that street industries and communities. Also, the game here brought to you in part by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. And every time I do this, it gets me hungry. They have all your favorite Italian dishes, plus sandwiches, salads, and seafood. They have catering available. And book your next event at Pasquale's at 304-255-5253. So 2:14 remaining in regulation, Eric. And the Bearcats have never led. They have a chance to tie or grab their first lead on this possession. So what do you think they'll do? Think they want to go back inside?
Oh, no, I think the action will go through 55, which is Mamadou, because he's been doing a great on the high ball screens. And let's see if they run.
They gallop a 3, and it's short, and the rebound to Chapman. And I thought that was a little quick after a timeout. That was a quick 3 by Tinson, carry on Tinson. And Moore has it here. Like I said, every foul, either team is 2 shots. Chapman, and the ball's kicked, and that'll stay with Tech with 19 to shoot, 154 for the game.
Reset it to 20, kick ball.
Right. Be side out right there in front of the Tech bench. Now it's going to be able to come down to who can knock down free throws. Now you don't want to. You want to run maybe a little clock, Eric, but right, you don't want to get too deep in the
clock. You don't
clock.
want to get too deep. Go at about 11.
Right, where you got to put up a bad shot if you're Tech. We're 8 on the shot clock. They get the ball down low. Kellum in traffic, and clearly a foul. And it's Lockhart's like you can't believe that they called a foul on him. But if you see the replay, when Kellum came across, he definitely got him on the
arm.
On the arm.
This may not be a bad foul because Kellum right now is 2 of 4 from the free throw line.
Just 50% in this game. Left-handed shooter, set, ready, free throw on its way, and he missed. So you're right, maybe it wasn't a bad foul. But you always talk about playing with the lead, and when you're with the lead and you get a chance at the line, you've got to be able to make your free throws.
Well, this is big to push it back to a 2-possession game.
Well, it may still be a one possession game, but they need a 3 is what he does. So now Kellum makes 1 of 2, and it's a 3-point game. So now a 3 can just tie you. It won't give you the lead. That's what Tech is thinking as they're coming down here in the final minute and a half. Lockhart's open. He'll dial up a 3. It won't go. Up top of the backboard, they battle for the rebound, and Woods comes out of there with it for Tech. But each of the last 2 possessions, Eric, I don't know about you, but I thought
quick
the Bearcats,
threes.
Yeah, just quick shots.
Not good clock management. He's out of bounds.
Yep, and that's just
it's common. I see it happen, and on all levels of basketball, you got to know where you are on that short corner.
You got to know where the real estate is, and that's such a huge turnover. And you don't really need a 3. I'm surprised, like the Bearcats, like I said, last 2 possessions, real quick 3s. They can go inside. They can get a 3 the old-fashioned way. They try to go inside, and Mamadou had it. He lost it, or the ball was knocked out. It's poked out. It'll stay with the Bearcats with 1:08 for the game, 21 to shoot. But I think they might have a better chance to get, a 3-point play the old-fashioned way, putting the ball inside. As Cook will throw the ball way out high to Mathis. And he'll get it back as we're getting ready to come up on the final minute of regulation. Cook for 3, that's going to be short, and Kellum with the rebound.
You could tell when it left his hands right there. And now if you're Tech, you just have to take care of the ball. Don't turn it over.
And there's Woods ahead of the pack. Shovels to Kellum, and he dunks it home. What a beautiful shovel pass by Woods, and Kellum throws it home. Final 35 seconds and a 5-point lead. And Chapman, will they call a foul? No. Jump ball, and it'll stay with the Bearcats. But, the last 3 possessions, the Bearcats have went 0 for 3 from downtown. And now the shot clock has went out on this end.
It went in because of the slam dunk.
And the referees, I don't think, are aware of it. And they're not. And now it came back. Here's a 3. And you don't want to do that. And that's foul on a 3. And looks like the young man, Lockhart, is hurt as he's grabbing his ankle.
On the closeout.
And the foul's on Woods. And you definitely did not want to do that foul on a 3-point shot. With 30 seconds remaining here in regulation in a 5-point game. And is Lockhart, is he going to be able to shoot the free throws?
Oh, yeah, you'll get better once you know you're going to shoot some free throws. Maybe take a timeout here, maybe.
Maybe, as both teams are going to the bench.
Are they going to look at this? Close out?
No, I don't know if they're going to look at it. It's definitely a foul, and it's a three-point opportunity. Maybe they will look at it.
We got a good view of this one.
Well, it's clearly a foul. I mean, no question
about that.
They're
looking,
they want to make sure he was behind the 3-point line, which it looked like he was. I mean, I get it. They want to make sure that they cross their T's, dot their I's, right? You want to make sure that, but I think this call is going to stand in the closeout. And I don't think, there it is right there.
Our banner.
Yeah, he just did not give him room to come down. It was clearly a foul.
It looks like the on the replay, I don't know, he catches it. There it is,
Yeah, he's clearly behind the line, and there's the contact, and he looked like he came down, the shooter did. Lockhart looked like he came down on the ankle of Woods, who committed the foul.
He did turn his left ankle.
So with 30 seconds left in it.
Yeah,
if Lockhart can be successful and knock down these free throws, as the officials are telling them to stay back on their respective benches, and they're not ready for them to come back out on the floor yet. But I like how they do it. They look at the replay, they collect it, and I'm sure all three of them. This is what you got, Eric. This is what I got.
What I got.
Hey, this what do you think? This is the right call. This is what you saw. This is what I saw. And
Six eyes.
Cameron Ball doing a great job as always, having it available for the officials. Right. So they're going to add some time to the clock. And that's another thing. They want to make sure they got the
they do.
The time right.
That's why I'm thoroughly impressed. All the crews that we've worked with, they do a great job here in this conference officiating.
And I like how they explain it and explain it to us. They explained it over there to both teams. But one big thing, and we don't know what happened, but, Jackson Tackett, who started the game and averaged 9 a game, and he was injured. Apparently he's injured or something wrong, because when he left the floor at halftime, he never, not did he not ever come back to the game, he just never even came back to the bench. So you got Lockhart at the line, and he's going to shoot 3 free throws. And they'll put 31.1 on the clock, and the first free throw is good.
I told you that ankle would heal up once you get to the free throw line.
So he shoots the middle free throw, and that is good. And big one right here, and he cut it to 2, and he got all 3 of them. So it's a 2-point game, 77-75. And right here, Eric, I think if you don't get a steal probably within 8 to 10 seconds, I think you have no choice. I think you have to foul. And that's what I say. Tech's got to be strong with the ball here. But if they don't get a quick steal, you have to foul. Shot clock and the game clock are almost at the same right here, and they got more tied up. And he's in trouble. And Tech able to get the timeout in because they almost got the turnover, but there's 18.5 for the game and 18. So the shot clock and the game clock are right there. So here's the thing. If you don't get a steal, I think right away, I think you have to foul.
Yeah, you definitely have to foul. Because this is the last possession.
So while we got a minute, tell you that this afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Enjoy these games on video productions with a ice cold Pepsi, the blue can of Pepsi, the silver can of Diet Pepsi, or the black can of Pepsi Zero. Also the game brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. At Modley's, they do professional work. Easy number to remember, 304-253-HELP. Now they're going to come over here and check out,
they're going to
I'm
check
sure, the clock.
The clock.
Yes.
Clock situation.
So the situation is 77-75 is the Tech lead. They have led the whole way. Their biggest lead has been 13. The close as the Bearcats has been 1. And it's a 2-point game now. And Tech will have possession of the ball as they look at the clock, and I think they've got it correctly, right, Eric?
Looks like it to me, right at
18.5.
When it was awarded.
18.5 for the game, 18 to shoot. So like I said, since the shot clock and game clock are even, if you're the Bearcats of
Brescia,
Brescia, you've got to, if you don't get the steal on the inbounds, you have to foul. So it's been a very entertaining and exciting game, and it's coming down the wire as we thought it would, as Cole Chapman will put the ball in play.
You got to get this into more crave. You have some good free throw shooters out there for your Tech. But this is the hardest.
It is.
Hardest thing to do to get this in. A lot of people was like, why can't you get it in? It's tough. You got to watch not to run over somebody and get a charge.
Chapman looking to get it in, having a hard time, and they called a foul. Tech got bailed out at the end because it looked like the ball was turned over, and there is a foul.
And that's going to be whistled on
Mathis.
Yeah, and that'll be his 5th, and that's a tough way to go, right?
Yeah. Can we get the replay on that? Because that was – I was watching it, and, boy, that was a tough call. Let's see. As we watch the replay. And Goins will shoot a pair. And the first one's good. And that's I mean, all of them are important, but that's the big one, Eric, because now that makes it a 3-point game. And now if you're Tech, you would not let them get a 3-point shot off if he doesn't make this free throw. You'd probably foul. And Goins trying to make it a 2-possession game. Second free throw, he got them both. Now you want to play defense if you're Tech. You don't want to foul. Final 15 seconds of regulation.
Defend the 3-point
They
line.
got to go
Don't
quick.
foul.
Taking a lot of time, under 10 seconds. Lockhart for 3. It's good! And a quick timeout to cut it to 1 as Lockhart drains a 3 ball. And with 6.8 remaining in the regulation, it's 79-78.
Yeah, 3 big ones from Lockhart to push his point total to 23 on the afternoon.
While we got a minute, I want to give a nice shout out to all of the sponsors, which is State Farm Insurance, Scotty Brown, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Direct Choice pre-owned vehicle lot. Also Exit Elevation, Edward Jones Financial Advisors, All State Insurance, Lori Richmond the agent, Market Road in Beckley, Hart's Cabinets in MacArthur, Leisure Lanes in Beckley, Infinity Coal in Sophia, Pasquale's Italian Restaurant in Beckley, Pepsi of Southern West Virginia, Modley's Plumbing and Heating in Beckley, the Spartan Factory in Beckley, and Cracker Barrel in Beckley and Princeton. All right, Eric, down to 6.8, 1-point game. You got to get it in, of course.
Yeah, and this is key, getting it in. You got to be strong because Brescia's really been effective, with that pressure. Their press has really caused some problems for the Golden Bears.
And if you're one thing for Tech, you have the possession arrow in your favor should you get tied up and the ball comes into Brandon Moore, and he'll draw the foul with 5.9. So, even if he makes both of them, it'd still be a 3-point game.
Yeah, and if you're Tech, you just can't give up a 3. You have to. I think you got to put a little token pressure on the ball, make them run it, make them bring it up the sideline.
If he makes both of them with 5.9, I would think you'd foul the minute the ball came in and not give him a chance to shoot a 3, right?
Yeah, but a lot of coaches don't like that. You give them a free throw and a chance to get a rebound.
Well, I guess you have to pick your poison, right?
That's right. That's a pick your poison, whatever your philosophy is. With me, with 5.9, I wouldn't foul. I would let it play out.
Well, let's see what happens here.
You got to make the 2 free throws.
Well, he's got to make the 2 first, right? If he makes one or doesn't make any in a different situation, and he misses the first one. So now, no matter what he does here, you definitely don't want to foul.
Yeah, that just helped.
And I think if I'm the Bearcats, whatever he does, I don't think I call a timeout. I think I get it and push it.
Yeah, like you say, let it play out.
Second free throw, he's good. He got them both. No, it doesn't count. He was over the line. It's a violation. So now.
So it doesn't even count as a
It doesn't count
tip.
as a shot. It's a 1-point game. They got to change the score. And it's 79-78 with 5.9, and the Bearcats with a chance to win the game.
Yeah, he stepped over before
he
it hit
stepped
the
over
rim.
the line. And here's the thing, Eric. They haven't
Great
had the
job,
lead.
producer.
They haven't had the lead the entire game and a chance to win it right here.
It's reminiscent of the North Carolina Duke game
last
weekend.
Final 3 seconds. Going to shoot for the win. Cook, tough shot, and it won't go, and that's the game. And Tech will able to hang on and win by 1 point on a very exciting finish. Your final score, WVU Tech 79 and Brescia of Kentucky 78. Tech now goes to 10-14. And Brescia will go to 6-17. Wow, got to catch our breath. It's coming up next will be the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show, and we'll recap and have numbers for you, and we'll do it on the other side of the break here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Stores. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store, fuel your adventure. West Virginia.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
We asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They've tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside Levy, where they are right.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. Got to catch our breath, Eric. What a fantastic finish as the WVU Tech Golden Bears defeat Brescia of Kentucky 79-78. Tech with the win will up their record to 10-14. That will make them right at 500 in league play. They are 7-7, and they are 6-3 at home. For the Bearcats of Brescia, Kentucky, with a loss, they are 6-8 in league play. They are 3-9 on the road, and they are 6-17 overall. And it came all the way down to the final 5 seconds, the final shot. And Tech led from wire to wire, the opening tip, and then here was a chance for the Bearcats to get a win on the final possession. The lead got as big as 13. It was a battle back and forth. It was 23-9 at one point in the first half, which was a 9-point advantage, and it was 41-36 at the break. Like I said, the lead got to 13 in the second half, but Brescia kept fighting, and in the end, Tech able to hang on and win 79-78. We're going to go inside the numbers of this game, and inside the numbers are brought to you by Direct Choice. Direct Choice is a pre-owned vehicle lot located at 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley. They have West Virginia's best selection and prices on pre-owned vehicles. Also, inside the numbers brought to you by Allstate Insurance. Allstate Insurance located at Marker Road in Beckley. Lori Richmond, the agent, 304-252-8646. You're in good hands with Allstate. And now you're in good hands with Eric because, Eric, you have the numbers of this thrilling victory by the Golden Bears.
Yeah, what an exciting finish. And Brescia came up just short, losing by 1, 79-78. They were led in scoring by their leading scorer, Lincoln Lockhart. He had 23 points, Maris, and he was a perfect 5 of 5 from the free throw line, knocked down 4 3-pointers to lead the way. Big man Izzy Mamadou had 15 points and played big here in the second half as they made a push to come back. Braxton Highball fouled out, and I thought that was key late in the contest. He had 11 points to round out 3 double-figure scores for the Bearcats. For WVU Tech, the team's leading scorer, Brandon Moore, had came in averaging 17, was held to 11, but he had a lot of big points in the second half. Of his 11, he got them all 7 in the second half, and that really helped them to victory. But Trayton Woods, another hot shooting night for him as he knocks down 5 3-pointers on his way to 20 points. And the game's leading scorer for WVU Tech was Ian Goings with 22 points on the evening.
Yeah, taking a look at some of the team totals. First of all, for the Bearcats, they were 23 of 70 from the floor, 7 of 26 downtown, and 25 of 31 from the floor. They had 43 rebounds, 28 on the defensive end, 15 on the offensive end, turned the ball over 11 times. For the Golden Bears, they were 25 of 52. So you think, look at this, the Golden Bears had 18 less shots, but of course they shot at such a higher rate, Eric, because they made, as I said, 25 of 52. They were 12 of 26 from downtown, 17 of 26 at the line, 40 rebounds, 36 on the defensive end, 4 on the offensive end, turned the ball over 19 times. So you figure if you turn the ball over 19 times and you give up 15 offensive rebounds, and you give up 18 more shots on goal, you wouldn't think you would find a way to win. But Tech led wire to wire, and they hang on. They win the game by 1 point, 79-78.
Yeah, and Tech, a win is a win, but they're fortunate, to come out with the victory as they gave up the big lead, double-digit lead. What was it pushed to? 13?
13 was the biggest lead.
Biggest lead, and they had several chances to push it to more and just really turned the ball over and let the Bearcats back in. The Bearcats' pressure really wreaked havoc on Tech in the second half.
All right, that'll do it for this broadcast. The next time that Tech will be in action will be on Tuesday on this floor. They'll take on Midway, Kentucky. That will tip at 7:30. And then next Saturday, the final game of the regular season, and that game will tip at 5 o'clock against Indiana University East. So we will have a couple of high school games that will take place in this building. And at 5:30, it'll be the girls' game as Bill O'Brien and Mark Montgomery will have the Bees of East Fairmont High taking on Beckley. And then, Eric, you and I will be back for the nightcap. The boys' game will also be the Bees of East Fairmont taking on the Flying Eagles. So for our entire crew here, we appreciate the hard work. Cameron Ball does a great job producing and directing. Chase Bowman on camera. For my partner, Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score. Tech downs Brescia of Kentucky, 79-78. Until we talk at you at 5 o'clock, good evening, everybody.